command and press enter. Now this time it's a unable to open include file stdioh. Now let's take a look at this error. The error says it's unable to open include file, which is stdioh. Because it unable to open this, it cannot recognize what is printf. So obviously this warning comes because of this error. Now the possibility is for this kind of error is that can be when you configure the Boolean compiler, you need to create two configuration files. Now if I go to the Boolean installation folder, inside the bin folder you can see there are two files, pcc32.cfg and ilink32.cfg. Now when I double click and open this, it opens in Notepad and you can see some statements. Actually this is a iSwitch for the compiler. It tells where the include directory is, and here it says where the library is. Now if this path is not given properly, now the problem here is very clear, that when these two files are saved, they were not saved as .cfg files, but they were saved as simply text files. Now I can show you that by going to the organize and go to the folder and search options, and then go to the view tab, and then I click on this hide extensions for known file types. I'll check this and click apply. Now you see, now this file is not a CFG or configuration file, it is saved as text file. Both files, ilink32.cfg, should be .cfg, but it's saved as text files. So that's the problem. That is why you are getting this error. So what you can do, you can simply rename this and remove the .txt at the end and press enter, and so the Windows will warn you, like if you want to change the file extension, no problem, you say yes. And here also you rename this and remove the .text part at the end and click yes. Now so it is sometimes this can happen. Now you can see now it says it's a CFG file, it's a configuration file, but previously it was a text file. So now what you can do, you can compile it again. You go to the command prompt and try to compile. Now this time you don't have any issue, it compiles properly. Now after the compilation, if you go to the directory where you save the source code, you should see there are few files other than the hello.c file. Now that's a C source file, but there are three other files. One is the executable file, That is the result of the compilation process. And there is a object file .obj file. Now this is the object file that is created by the compiler, compiler. When the source code is compiled by the compiler software, it creates this object file. So the object file contains the object code. So the what happened, the linker collects or join with the object code, and then it creates the executable. That is what happens when the compiler compiles. So now what you can do, you can simply run the executable file. So I'll clear the screen, cls, and then I type hello, because in Windows, if you want to run or execute executable file, you need to type the file name. So when you type the file name, you should see hello. That's prints. That is the text that prints by the printf function. So this is your very first C code. So I think in this lesson we learn a lot. We learn how to create a simple C source file, and we learned about the basics like what is a preprocessor directive and what are header files, why you should add preprocessor directive and the stdio.h header file to your program, and how the printf works, and we learn what is return 0. Now a small explanation about the return 0. Now the return 0 means the program runs properly and it returns the value 0 means the program terminates normally. That is what the 0 means. So we'll try to understand some other values later in some other programs. Now, so this is how you create your first C program. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you learned something new, and hope you would continue your C programming in next few lessons. Thank you.